hello everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to STONXCAST episode 7.
I reckon that was the best one.
We're getting there bit by bit.
I always like to halt the intro to comment on the intro.
Did we do a good job? I think so. How you doing today, dude? You have a good day, good week, good weekend?
My name is James. I make songs, and Ollie also makes songs. So we're Stonx Music, and this is STONXCAST episode 7. Just a generalised run through of what we're doing at the moment. So why don't you start and take us away, Ollie?
I don't know. Busy week again this week. I've been doing loads of 3D printing and stuff.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, let me check.
Only because I think they're cool.
Let me check I'm charging and everything. We're not going to have a catastrophe like last week. Everything seems all right. Yeah, what else this week? We've had a good week on the Discord. We've got a good few new members come by.
Yeah, we have traction.
We have, we've waged a war on gatekeeping, which I suppose we'll talk about in a bit. Couple of live streams. We've got some stacker releases ready now to come up. We've got
Oh yeah, piles, mate, piles.
2 Stonx releases, 2 drum and bass, nasty and nice, and then you've got
Yep.
2 releases, and then I've got 1 release I'm working on. So,
I don't think the nice track isn't like that nice.
oh yeah, but compared
it's
to the
only
others,
nice in comparison to the nasty track.
I don't know, nasty tracks plural.
I am just to interject as a brief health awareness. I am completing the quarantine stage of my coronavirus now, and the government got the test to me too late to even know if I've got it. So apparently it's meant to be within 5 days, and I've got the test now, and it's going to take another couple of days for them to get the results. So I don't understand what.
So you've
point
been off
was
work this
in the
week, haven't
first
you?
place.
You basically got
Yeah, so I've been off
kicked
work. I had a mild temperature Monday of work last week, and I don't feel sick or anything. I felt like on and off, maybe a little hot flushy. But so I got booted out of work for a week, which has been nice actually, because I've been able to concentrate. Luckily, because I haven't been feeling too ill, I have been able to concentrate on lots and lots of music. But yeah, so I'm essentially fine. I'll be back out on the streets plaguing people with my music, and not with the actual plague that is going on. It's so difficult, isn't it, to work your conversational topics around.
I just find it really funny. I find it really funny
about the end of the world.
It was great that everyone was doing lockdown. You were still going to work. Now everyone's starting to go back. You've been sent off.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Can't win.
It's a nightmare. So yeah, I'm all good. So yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that I've completed my coronavirus quarantine successfully without going outside.
Well, hey, and what
Wasn't
you've
that-
done is just 6 or 7 tracks that we've now totally finished, polished
Yeah,
off, and more in the works.
turned myself into a little bit of a workhorse. I went back to school a little bit, taught myself some sound design again, and we've got some new interesting tracks now, which is quite cool.
Yeah, man.
So we can we'll probably show you a preview one of them for the old interludio.
I suppose we can.
I suppose we can.
So I've not actually got that much news up here this week, even though I did find a good few things. Things are starting to happen again. There's a few. Well, let's just roll into it. One of the first things that have I closed it? I think I closed it. Balls. Let me just find this, because we were chatting about this the other week. The future of gigs and the idea of pay-per-view or VR or some form of selling your gig, not as a massive group arena. So LiveX Live, which is a website, I believe. Where was I reading it? I was reading it on here. They have a new revenue sharing model for both artists and themselves via digital ticket sales, fan tipping, digital meet and greets, merchandise sales, and sponsorship.
So yeah, this is the start of the evolution, isn't it?
This is the next wave of what the industry is going to be. You know, think about your wrestling, WWE, and a lot of your boxing matches and all this stuff. It's all pay-per-view.
Oh my god! Sorry, I just realised why I was having a mild vision problem and like I couldn't work out why like something was burnt into my eye so much, and I've just realised that the corner of my monitor where it is like directly reflects this halogen bulb into my eye, and clearly has been doing for like some time.
Whoops.
So sorry guys, sorry to stop the show there again. I thought I was going blind, but I'm not. So there you go.
Nice. Yeah, I think
Carry on.
there's something here. There's something interesting here. I mean, there's nothing stopping a band or artist from setting up a Twitch and doing gigs, having some
Yeah.
easy platform where they could actually have paid for tickets. I was saying like wrestling or boxing matches, a lot of those things.
Yeah.
You still
I
have.
plan to actually take up professional wrestling scene as well. So.
Well, a lot of these things they have like a core for even football matches. To be honest,
Yeah.
soccer for you Americans, or even American football for you Americans. Like you get core fans who go to those shows, but the
Yeah.
majority of people watching are tuning in through some other means, right? And
Yeah.
gigs
There's other.
gigs don't do
Yeah.
that. There's only the amount of tickets you sell is the people that go. So I think we're going to see
This is
more
true.
and more of this small, intimate venues with selling the tickets as a pay-per-view streaming. So keep
Yeah.
an eye on this LiveX Live. I've not
This
heard
looks
of
pretty
them.
cool actually.
I've not heard of them before, but they must have done something. They must be in the game doing some other stuff. But
Yeah, man. I mean, they're on.
they've
the,
got
they're
a
on
model
the
that
proper
they're
website.
they're trying out. So, you know, it's an interesting one. I think that's the future of the industry is going to be in some things like
Future,
this.
man.
The future, man. So the other one, this is not article that's popped up a few times, is just the long road for recovery, as everyone's starting to see recovery in the music industry. So things like this, new bits cropping up.
If you actually look at that picture, that's in the air. That's all coronavirus.
Particles.
That's just
Do
yeah.
not
That's the
go
first
out.
rave. That's the first rave, and some geezer's just sniffed into his rap.
It's the multi-billion-dollar question, though, on everyone's lips. Who works in the business globally? Is festivals, agencies, and promoters deal with the fallout of losing what could be an entire year's worth of income as a result of the coronavirus? What is going to be happening? When things going to return? It's like a big question everyone's talking about. So, 2021 is when most festivals seem to be rebooking already. They've kind of like
Yeah.
knocking their things back. And remember last week we said if you can get your ticket, don't refund it, move it to next year's show. It looks like 90% of fans are holding on to tickets.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to
So
do.
that's cool. It's good to see that people aren't just getting a refund. That's going to help all of these venues out as they try and relaunch, and if they're furloughing or whatever's happening for their employees. So the other thing we're looking at and talking about is at the moment we've had a bunch of essential businesses go back. So still no opening of.
Sorry, it's just that geezer. He looks like he's gone missing. I don't know why that photo just looks like he's gone missing somewhere.
Just Photoshop it onto the side of a milk carton, right?
Sorry, I'm in one of those moods today.
It's all good, man. I like a bit of cheeky. Essential workers and a few people have gone back, but nothing about cafes or restaurants. And there's been some like jokes and memes about like one person sitting in an empty restaurant, like one at a time. McDonald's and shit like that.
That's gonna be difficult.
They've opened as delivery, so when I imagine small venues are going to have probably an easier time than large venues like Wembley Stadium, for instance. Although it might go the other way around, and Wembley Stadium can open at a reduced capacity, and it's easier because if you had 5 seats spare, I don't know. We'll just have to see how they decide to roll it out, and you know. But it might be hard.
What we can guarantee is it will. I mean, realistically, all the talk of how long it's going to take to recover and everything is sort of just. I mean, it's just a fact, isn't it? Whereas, like, because we're a profit-driven society, so we will get it back in. Like, it will. I feel like everyone's worrying too much, and I feel like society is set up that any kind of accessible, profitable thing, the moment it's allowed to re-emerge, it will, won't it?
Yeah, I think so. You've seen.
I just don't understand what the panic's about.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Maybe I'm just.
you're seeing a lot of protesters and a lot of people gathering in groups already together. So
Yeah.
people will go to festivals. You know, I wouldn't worry
I
about that.
don't
People
think
will
it's
go
going to be
gigs.
a matter of exactly.
Um,
I mean, they didn't go inside when they told them to. So do you know what I mean? Like, and now like oh,
I
never
think there
mind.
is. Well, you've got to talk. You've got to think about the percentages, though. There is still a large group of people that are still going to be affected by this, anxiety.
No, I'm not
wise
saying
and
that no
stuff
one's
like that.
affected, and I want to support the people affected as much as possible. Like I want to, I'll be there and do whatever I can. But I
What
don't
I
wanna
worry about is if it's reduced size or reduced capacity of venues, smaller places that might have only held 50 people can now only hold 5, and that makes it not viable at all. Places that could hold 200 people can now hold 50. That's kind of viable if you do this live streaming and other avenues.
Yeah,
So
but
again, it's
realistically,
like the smaller.
the profit is going to be cut. I understand.
The,
I understand
the
it
problem
from
is
point
it's
of
the smallest people that are going to get hit the hardest.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
just think
and the
because
large ones too, but they'll probably survive.
I've just got this. It's the only faith I have in the world that rich people will work out how to continue being rich.
Yeah, man.
that
You
will
know, it's not.
That will happen, and in some way or another, the live music scene facilitates that. Even if it is like from a home grassroots kind of thing, it's still, you know, there are enough evil old white men involved that they will get it going.
Well, if all festivals stopped, if everyone stopped it all, we know enough fucking free parties that go on that would continue to go on. And if they're going on, then some business guy is going to say, well, if that's going on, I can make it go on and make more money. So it's going to continue.
Vultures will come calling, and then it will just end up back as being a sort of like semi maverick sort of legal thing, won't it? Like
it's like with anything, prohibition and everything. So if they do reduce capacity, you're just going to have more illegal raves, and you know.
I had a fucking prohibition myself.
The worst thing is like. There's enough empty buildings in England to do these massive fucking
do not.
things,
I will start guillotining billionaires if we start talking about the empty housing.
No, but my point is not just housing, warehouses and everything. So, you know, people will find ways for music to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, Long Road to Recovery is coming. Just come and play.
I'll get a coronavirus immunity certificate, and if you test negative, you can come in and party. Oh, that seems a bit exclusionary, though. I just end up getting sick.
That's probably what the government are going to do anyway.
Yeah, so. I know. I've already worked out I can get the virus and not die as well. So maybe I'll just have people with coronavirus raving in my house. I'll just be like, yeah, this is sick. Literally,
it's sick. No, it's not good. So another one, partying. Talking about partying, we've got One Love Auction, Island Records. They're doing a raising some money, and I think they're doing a little mini festival thing and an auction and a bunch of stuff. They do some live streaming, I think. Some date I read, but there's loads of stuff you can auction for Island Records.
Nice one.
Just some amazing artists. Long time they've been a record label that's been doing the hard work, doing the hard graft. So I would just, you know, if you want to donate, you know, to anything, we'll always try and push you in the way of something. We didn't realise, we might as well talk about this, the Isotope bundle.
I've got this on mine as well, so I'll do a fill. I've got the tab for it.
Yeah, cool. You'll talk about it. I was just going to say, talking about donating, we both bought that and didn't realise it's actually like part donation thing. So we
otherwise
both
we wouldn't have bought it.
I wouldn't have bought it, no.
Sorry.
No, it's just there's other things. There's so much going on at the moment. So many good deals. You don't know. Sometimes you might even be helping out. So
yeah. So check out. I've got this on my tabs, but this Isotope bundle is like special, man. Like it's crazy. And I've also, Ollie doesn't know this yet, but it looks like Isotope have just gone mental. So it's not like this producer bundles. Not the only thing, yeah. Like the loads of their plugins are down from like $200 to like $9.
Fair.
Like some of there's a reverb I'm probably gonna buy. Mrs. Listener. There's a reverb I'm probably gonna buy later.
Oh yeah.
No, nothing.
That's the one. I think Rich said he already has that. That's the one he's already
It's alright,
got.
she's Hungarian, don't worry. She don't speak English, she's fine.
She knows what reverb is, mate.
Her English is better than mine. She's got better vocabulary than me, mate. I sound thick next to her.
Aye. So we got some more. We got some more streamings. We got some more fun funs.
Fun funs.
Fun funs. In
Oh no, she started launching yarn at me. This could derail the whole podcast.
4 hours. So after the podcast, 3 hours 40 minutes. We got streaming from isolation with Damon Albarn.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, I love it. A bit of fun. A bit of. I don't know. It's like grungy, poppy, silly.
Oh, that's Sorry, I don't know why I'm just railing on people's press photos today.
Yeah, because we look great, so let's rail on everyone else, yeah?
I told you we're going to badly Photoshop ours.
Yeah, it'd be great. Just deep fried. Go on, what you got to say about old Damon then?
I don't know, I just think it's a very coy look. He looks like he looks like a bloke from Essex with this, like, everyone from Essex, when they have a secret, they make this noise. And like, it manifests more in ladies, but you can hear men do it as well. And it's the I'm from Essex and I've got a secret look. Oh. And he's giving like the face of that nice. What did he do?
Very silly. But yeah, Boiler Room.
Anyway, sorry, mate. I'm not just coming at you, by the way.
Boiler Room, boilerroom.tv. 3 hours. So what's that? 7:30 to 7:30 BST, which is like bullshit.
Have a look at that. That'll be good. He's decent.
Yeah, man. We like it. This one popped up when I was looking at news, and the picture and the headline just made me laugh. I'm like having my coffee and my morning soup.
She's made out of other people's stem cells.
She literally looks like she's been sucking the fucking blood out of a baby's neck.
You can see she's got those cheekbones from purely sucking the bone marrow out of children.
And I was just like, maybe we shouldn't cover it. I was like, maybe we shouldn't cover this one. It's not really to do with anything. And then I was just staring at her face, just like, how old is she?
Because you've done this, I'm already loading some articles that I wasn't going to load.
I love it. This is the one where we do the clickbait bullshit articles. But I read it and I was like, shows off busted knee. And I was like, oh, my knee hurts. And then I was like, stem cell treatment. I was like, oh, I could have some stem cell treatment. And then I looked at her and I was like, nope, I do not suck the bone marrow out of babies' necks. I'll be okay.
It's like Stephen King's Pet Cemetery, isn't it? Sometimes dead's better.
I'd rather hobble around, man. Yeah.
Got to leave that in the ground now.
Yeah. Probably.
Sorry, Madonna. But no, I'm not sorry, Madonna. You are literally inhuman. Like, I don't know what she is.
She's signed a few contracts with a few devils, I think. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Honestly, she's not like Dolly Parton, who I've got loads of time for.
Yeah, man. She's like built of plastic, but she's fantastic. So it's fine.
Yeah, she's literally fantastic. She brings books to just shout out for old Dolly Parton. She. Oh, do you know what, actually? No, I'll give her a bit. I'll leave it for now, and I'll give her a bit.
There was the whole book donation thing that she set up.
Yeah, I love her. Also, apparently her parents paid for her birth with a stack of oatmeal.
What are you doing, monkey? I've got my kitten out here. Yeah, a stack of oatmeal.
But if you Google Dolly Parton best facts, the first thing that comes up is her parents paid for her birth with a sack of oatmeal.
Nice.
That's proper, mate.
Yeah, we can dig that.
Everything about her is brilliant. Anyway, sorry, carry
on. This is just an article I found. We've heard, I don't know, if you're into your System of a Down, I love it. I know you are. I know you are. I mean, other people.
Oh right,
out
there. I was going to say, well, I don't like to think that there's anyone listening who's not. Yeah. Like, you can fuck off.
There's been a lot of hoo-ha when they kind of split up. It was all a bit like Beer. There was will they, won't they get back together, and then Surge did a bunch of other songs, and it's all been a bit like Beer. And really, it's one of those bands that you'd wish would get back together, but if they did, it'd be shit. So just listen to the old albums. But he's releasing a new EP of songs.
They'll probably do a reggae album or something.
Well, it's not System. It's just Surge, which is what was going to happen.
He's been soloing for quite a while anyway.
Yeah, but he's releasing a bunch of songs that were meant for System. So this is quite interesting because I did think his vocal style is very unique. With where are they?
Because he's one of 3 Armenians.
I was going to say, are they Armenian or something like that?
Yeah, they're Armenian.
So he's got these cool. Weird, scaly, notey.
Actually, Armenia has a very long and actually sometimes quite a tragic history. So I don't want to trivialise it. Just saying there's 3 people living there, but it's tiny as well.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Armenians. I thought I'd just pull them back for you there.
So I'll be interested to listen to that when it comes out. You know, it's just one of those old influences. It's got a good.
Yeah, man. He's
Thing.
like a sort of like a Devin Townsend kind of character to me. Like,
Yeah,
he's
he's like it's very unique and in his
I like the fact that he
direction.
never overdresses. He never overdresses for the stage as well. He just looks like an old man in sweats.
Yeah, he's got these kind of
Oh, what?
suits.
Oh, yeah, all right, all
It's
right.
kind of a
all right.
suit, but it's not really. It's like a cotton shirt with a.
He looks so fucking suave, doesn't he?
Yeah, we got rid of the. He used to have the dreads, didn't he? I think. I
Oh,
picture
yeah,
dreads in my
for a
head.
while. That's because you used to have dreads in your head.
That is probably why. So yeah, Serge, looking forward to it. See what you can do. This is one I don't know. I don't know how much you're into your weird alt rocky stuff. Like, I actually don't know if you know these guys. Do you know Devo?
No.
They're like doing their bit for the coronavirus in their merch store. They've got their iconic hat with a visor.
Nice.
Look at this bad boy.
Yes.
So now we can all walk around looking like Devo. Dun, 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 whoosh.
That's really. Oh mate, even the socks are class.
Yeah, man, they got some good merch. I just
A
thought
nice one.
I just saw that and I thought that was brilliant. Like, you can't. go-
Devo are in that weird. I do know who they are actually. They're that weird subsect of groups I keep in my head, like Yellow and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just like
Cake.
weird music.
Cake.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. And I saw it pop up during the week, and I was just like, "Hang on, what a great idea!" Like, it's just it's such a stupid gimmick that they've had.
I bet they're all so boring.
They're probably just like normal dudes now, you know, getting on with their shit.
He looks like he works in finance.
Probably does. Yeah, look, they're awesome. Energy dome visor. I just really made me laugh. Thought that was a great, nice one, lads. And then the other day, remember I mentioned Montreal Jazz Festival released a bunch of their performances.
Mm.
Glastonbury's done the same now. So there's a bunch.
Oh,
Chemical
really?
Brothers, Diddly Diddly Dee. I can't remember where it is. Where is the link? Glastonbury official YouTube, it must be on there. Yeah, one day ago, look, they've uploaded a load of stuff. They got the streets
Nice.
up there, look. Doodly doo, Chemical Brothers. Loads of people, loads of stuff. Anything you want. No, up till there. So they've uploaded like
Nice.
6 videos, 8 videos, 7 videos, 10 videos. They uploaded some videos, so that's all cool.
Go and have a look.
Yeah, if there's some Glastonbury highlights that you wanted to check out that you missed, give them a go. See what you got. And then that's about all I've got for this week, because there's a few other things that we wanted to chat about, like our Discord and
That's alright, you made it run for half an hour.
the Ableton groups that we've been going in and stuff. But if you've got some things, we'll talk about that.
We can chat about that. We can toss that back and forth on the tennis court of conversation in the second half.
Cool, man.
Would you want to play him in the break? We've got loads of stuff.
I don't know. I think we started a little late, so we're a little early on the break still. But I don't know. What do you want?
Fair enough.
What do you want?
I don't know. We could play the.
Because we've got 2 nasties. We got 1 nice. Didn't we play the nasty one last week? We played the first version of the tech one. I think last week we did.
Yeah.
Or we could just go and play something off of some old stuff. I don't know.
I'll just put a Nursery Decays on, and everyone likes that. And it's off my new EP.
And we'll put it on YouTube Topic, yeah?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, if you're getting us on YouTube, you want to get the Topic playlist. Then
Not
we
just
can get
us,
direct monetization.
any
Who's
artist.
this geezer? Hang on, someone's upstaged me. Silas Ashima, eh? I'm going to have to come to Kenya and have a word, mate.
It's like Kenya Citizen TV. No.
To be fair, he looks like he's on Gunners. To be fair, that just might be the way the might just be the way the screen goes. He looks like he's having fun anyway. Have fun, Silas. Shout out. Big up.
So inertia decays. You're only going to have a short break though, because it's only a 2-minute track.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't even need a wee or anything. I'm just going to refill my coffee.
My 3D print just finished, so I need to set up a new print. So, cool.
You got 2 minutes 46.
All right, catch you guys in a bit.
All right, in a bit, guys. Well, look at that.
Nice.
Thankful for him.
You didn't even leave. I just watched you the whole time in the corner. I was here. My 3D printer is here. I'm only down here.
Probably able to put the headphones on. Sorry, what did you say?
I said I saw you up there the whole time. I was watching you. I'm here. My 3D printer's only here. I'm only down here.
Oh, right.
I literally
I thought it was,
just turned the camera off and went like
bow.
this. Oh, it's started now.
Goddamn fucking coronavirus.
Oh, this is what I've just made this bit. It's another little bit that holds the cable chain I'm making. Dips into there and biddly biddly beat. Fun. I'll actually get to print something artistic, hopefully, later. We'll see. Yeah, so that's Inertia Decays. I really like that track. I really like the train noise. It sounds so dumb, but I really like the train noise.
Nice.
It's great. We've got Rich in the chat, and then we also got Rudy Whitman, who gave us some lovely spam saying that we can be famous if we give him some money. So I deleted that message. Sorry, Rudy.
Thanks, Rudy. Thanks.
Don't really want to give you.
Might have to give it the old Carl Smallwood on that one.
Yeah, sorry, brother, but not today.
Don't want to spend any money with you today.
So let me just check that I've not disabled your fucking screen viewing again, like I did last time.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? He does that every episode. All right, Rich.
I don't know. I suppose you should just try first. You try first.
Yeah, I mean, we always like to trial these things live.
Usually it works unless I've done something stupid. There's always the chance.
It's not beyond either of us, Ollie. Oh, yeah, there we go. Host disabled participant screen sharing. You just can't get it right, can you?
One participant can share. Who can share? I'll have to. Who can share when someone else? Oh my god.
Oh,
you should be able to do it now.
Right.
I need to tick it in like the main options. Bruh.
Right. Welcome to my world of tabs. Probably help if I actually shared the screen. I'm doing about as well as you here. Right. So I'm assuming you can see my screen, Oliver.
I can. I've just set the
Okay,
wrong
so
thing in though, so
I'll take you through the things. That's all right. Ollie's just got to work with his brain for a while. So I wanted to have a look at this, and I think everyone should have a little remix competition every once in a while. It's really good for practice. And yeah, basically, Real World Records want you to do a remix of the Below song, and you will win a Universal Audio Apollo interface, which is I should have a picture of it somewhere.
Yeah, get a picture up.
I'll show you the
I'm here
interface.
shouting
Hang on, 2 secs. Audio Apollo. So these are super expensive. Oh, Ollie, it's got a big knob.
Oh, it's a big knob.
It's a big knob. There you go. So they're usually even the twin is 643 on GAC.
Where do we get the stems, and how long have we got to? I just want the knob.
Okay, so let's have a look here. So this was only posted 6 days ago. So you need to have it in by. So you've got 3 days. Come to STONXCAST, everyone. You've got 3 days. That's not very long for a remix competition, is it?
Not really, but what?
We could do it in 3 days, though. You know now.
So what do they actually want from us?
So the track blends Malayan vocals and grooves. Real World is encouraging you to be daring and taking the song to new. So we'll just take one vocal line of Malayan and just make a neuro track out of it.
Yeah.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
We're giving it just for a laugh. Yeah. Well, all right.
I was going to work.
So we'll let you know.
I was going to work on the Weir this afternoon, but I'll just do this instead.
I like the way the Weir's coming along, but like if you want to. Yeah, I mean, if we could do this. It's because you want the. It's because you saw this, isn't it? You saw the knob.
I want the knob. I want the big knob.
Straight away, ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Barron is on board. This is this just a Thunderbolt one? Oh no, the one they said they were going to give us looked longer. It looked like this.
They were going to give us. They're just going to give it to us because.
Yeah, we've already won. I don't really understand what the point of this is. I don't know. This isn't enlarging it at all. That's not. It's not even that much larger there. Gak, honestly, you sorted me out with an interface in the middle of the coronavirus, and like we're really good about it. But what's going on here?
Sort out your website, mate.
Right. Anyway, so
I'm not interested in that. I don't want that.
This one. Sharp.
I want the knob. I want the one big.
Right. I'll make a special request if we win. It's for the knob. Look at this guy's hair. He's been wearing headphones his entire life.
Oh, it's just printing.
So yeah. 20th of May, you can get these stems off the Real World Records website, and yeah, I will
just go get the stems. Get the stems anyway, and give yourself some samples.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't cleared,
this is another thing I was going to talk
use.
about. Yeah, exactly. Also, there's that mic we looked at the other week for continuity as well, and this incredibly shiny man.
Oh yes, he's still there.
Shiny man. He's shiny over there as well, man. He's a shiny man. Right, anyway, this is just me roasting the internet. Right, okay, so I think this is really cool. I was reading this the other day. 7 free plugins that will improve your mixes. And the first hit is from our big old crazy friends, Isotope. They have a smaller version, even smaller than Neutron Element.
Neutrino.
Called Neutrino. It's basically just, it gives you like 4 presets. It looks like it gives you 4 presets.
Do they have Oxide as well?
Well, I don't know. We'll scroll down and find out, you impatient bastard.
No, it's Oxide and Neutrino, mate. Don't you remember?
Oh, what? Yeah, sorry. I missed the joke, and I was proper from that era as well. That's upsetting, actually. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Big ups to those guys wherever you are. Right, anyway, so Ollie loves this one as well. So you got the Neutrino, which is really good. It's basically like a channel strip processor. It's a bit more than an EQ, really, isn't it?
I don't really know what. Well, I've never used that, so I don't know what it does.
It's for getting out resonances and like just basically making it sound like you recorded it in a studio when you recorded it in your mum's womb.
Nice. Well,
Right. Anyway,
sometimes you do. You get a nice take in a bad place. So
what
cool.
in the amniotic sac?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. People say don't mix with your eyes. Ollie's very very against this.
I don't say that. I say mix with your eyes.
Yeah. Ollie says get the big fish.
It depends. If you got eye damage or ear damage, I've got ear damage. I'll mix with my eyes.
Oh mate, I've got both. It's an M1 pile-up, mate. Like honestly, it's.
No, it is. You are right with both. It is a bit of both, but I just think having when you know about acoustics of a room, subs, blah 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 blah. Use your ears, but your eyes are a valuable tool. If you
well,
can
the
use
issue
both,
is people you get given an inch and take a mile, so they hear don't mix with your eyes, and they translate it to use no graphical representation of the frequency spectrum in your mixes.
Just blindly.
And that's not what that means. It just means don't blind mix. Like don't look at something and be like, oh, that looks right, even if it sounds wrong. Oh, it must be right. Music isn't like that.
No, there's no defined.
You have the best opinion.
There are,
unless you're shit.
There are like broad spectrums of what works. There are like there is such thing as right and wrong when it comes to producing music. Unfortunately, there is. But if you push wrong so hard, you can make it right. I feel like that's what happened with dubstep. Like before the dubstep scene, there was nothing that like metal was
abrasive.
Even metal's production was not done with that much high-end frequency, like
it's true.
It's like, and black metal, like they thrive on getting it on the worst medium possible, so you can't do it wrong is the point, even though technically you can do it wrong. Like really you can't.
It does. You'll still find someone who likes listening to it wrong.
That's it. So just do your thing.
Anyway, right, so Brainworks by Solo. It's just stereo imaging. But it's a nice one, and I like Brainworks stuff, so you should have a look at this. Project Time, this is for sort of productivity and time boxing, so have a look at that. So I haven't got this one from Melda Production, but I've got one of their bundles, and they give you so many plugins for free. Like Melda Production are pretty decent, and the GUIs aren't like the best. They definitely, all the ones I've got definitely don't look as swanky as this. But what they do is they're really decent, man. So take a look at Melda Production. If you're like starting out and you've just got Ableton and you want to kit it out with like, you want to have a proper look around at like what VSTs you might want to buy in the future or something, getting a Melda Production bundle is a really good idea. It sort of gives you like an idea of, they're not the best, but you get a lot of variety and you can check stuff out and then sort of center towards your specializations for the more expensive plugins, or the ones that cost you money at all. So that's what I did when I was starting out. So thank you, Melda, because you gave me a big leg up into working out what I actually wanted, and I still use some of the plugins anyway. Transient shapers. Do you want to talk about transient shapers? I don't really care about them.
You don't really care about them, or you don't really know about them?
Those two already are the same.
A transient shaper.
Make me care.
Now Rich is watching, and he'll be able to explain it the best. It's upward expansion, right? That's what it is.
Okay.
It's like, you know how a compressor can give you that click when you get it wrong.
Yeah.
It's that. You want that. You're trying to either, you're shaping the transient. You're basically getting that click on the front, or getting rid of that click if you want less transient, basically. I use it, if you watch, I don't know if I did do it in my drum thing actually, but it's a real good one if you've got some samples and you're trying to mash a load of crap together. It is good to go in and actually manually line up things to get transients hitting at the right time, but if you're making a new sound, a new donk, a new hit, using a transient shaper does
put a donk on it.
Put a donk on it. It does help.
Yeah, that was peak like 2000 and something. That's right. So essentially, a transient shaper is for shaping the clicks and sort of stuff from a compressor.
Yeah, your transient is your hit. It's your initial hit.
I might download this so I can learn about them a bit. I feel like I shouldn't leave a gap in my knowledge. So yeah, I will do that, and you should too. Don't leave gaps in your knowledge, even if you're too tired. Right, this is exciting for me. A, because it's Bioisotope and just I'm in love with them at the moment, and B, because I need to know. Like, so do you have the same problem with me and Vinyl Crackle on Ableton where it's just on all the time? Whether you like, if you've got the plugin on any track, it will just play.
Yeah,
Vinyl
like
Crackle.
erosion or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I really hope this Vinyl Crackle doesn't do that. Because it's part of the I'm too disorganized to remember to turn it off all the time, and I always end up just being angry at it and just getting rid of it, even though I like Vinyl Crackle. So I hope maybe this will not do that. Is that likely?
Probably not. Rich just said upward compression expansion is different. Sorry for being pedantic.
No, that's all right.
So yeah, transient shaping.
I don't mind when I don't mind when he's correcting you. Right. Anyway, let's have a move on. What was this one? Oh yeah. So I've been looking at these as well. Music production courses. They're just some free courses. You can get Slate Academy 90 days for free.
What's that one? What's Slate Academy? What's that one?
Have you not heard of Slate Academy?
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's just Slate Academy seem to be one of the main like online learning resources for music tech, and it's a subscription fee, and I think you can get loads of plugins through it and stuff as well. So it's like an
free to all 15 plus music courses. That's probably worth doing, even if you think you know everything. Go on to our gatekeeping topic. If you think you know everything.
So yeah, remain teachable. Remain teachable. They teach me that in the fellowship as well. So yeah, this is decent for 90 days. Just have some fun with it.
Yeah, check that one out.
Softube plugins, tutorial videos are free until July the 8th. So you can learn how to mix an entire multi-track project from scratch. It's based on Softube plugins, but the same techniques can be applied to any set of audio effects. So basically, it's just a really good like take through of taking a track from start to finish. I might have a look at this because I want to be doing some more band stuff recently. The Berkeley online courses, these are quite cool. They've got specialized Pro Tools courses and stuff like that. So if you were, maybe wanting to head towards some kind of certification occasionally, these are the kind of things that you can do along the way just to sort of bring your skills up to set. Would you like to learn Ableton? Well, you could just come to chat.stonx.co.uk and learn from us.
I did talk about. I did talk on. No. I talked about that the other week. It's actually a really cool little online web thing.
Yeah, I know it is. They've done it really well.
It's really well made. Yeah, good stuff.
Sorry, Ableton. I have to apologise to Ableton like once an episode. Right, so they do music production sound design courses, and it looks like basically they.
It's just all in the browser, so it's just like a really fun little. If you are new to it, that's a really good little, half-hour run through of a bunch of basics.
You will probably just download the program, the light version, afterwards, because you'll be like, I can't stop doing this. Mm-hmm. If you're anything like me, anyway. So yeah, take a look at this one. We'll get all these links, obviously, in the description as well. And then moving on, we can talk a bit more about Slate Academy because I did the whole article on it.
Oh, nice.
So it's online platform for music production courses. Offers a range of video tutorials for music producers who want to learn about VST plugins, etc., etc. So, like, just to pull away from this, do you know anything about PreSonus Studio One?
Nope.
Like, how? Like, I know stuff about every other door, but not. Who uses this?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll find someone.
Please tell us. I'm not against it. I want to know what it is, what's happening. It's like this weird door that I don't know anything about. So just tell me about it. But yeah, so this is more about the 90-day free trial. You also get some freeware virtual drum instruments.
Drums.
Yes, drums for you. Drums for you. So yeah, go to Slate Audio and have a look at their 90-day free trial. Right. Anyway, this is what Rich and myself and Ollie have been talking about. This is just this is the best. This is just the shit. So I think we probably talked about this yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Not yesterday, last week. But this is the Isotope Music Makers Bundle.
I don't know if we did talk about it last week or not. I think it was like midweek. It was midweek, I think you told me about it.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it was. Is I was going to mention them in the production video, and then we just totally didn't.
That might have been it, yeah.
Which is why we said about it. So yeah, Isotope is released a bunch of its plugins. It's basically like an amalgamation of all their Elements stuff with Trash and a couple of the beat modifying stuff.
And
like
shitloads of samples as well.
Yeah,
not
and
just that. There's the sample packs. Scroll.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I told so many people to buy this week.
Yeah. So you just get like Isotope basically just did a big old like golden poop on the market, and we're just like, you can have all this stuff for $50. It'd be like $895. They say Rich had it a bit higher for the English prices.
Yeah, if you add it all together, it's. Not
but yeah, so you get Ozone Elements, which is for mastering, RX Elements, which is for hey Alice, RX Elements, which is for audio repair. Trash 2, which is a multi-effects distortion unit that just is the best thing ever. It is the best ever. So have a look at that. You can't. I've tried to replicate like chains and stuff like that with inbuilt things in Ableton. It's just nothing comes close to this. It's incredible. So yeah, Stutter Edit, which I think is some kind of, I can't remember the difference between Stutter Edit
and Beat Tweaker sound like things that I would use, so I'm excited to get using them.
Iris 2 is a sample based synth, so you can have basically 4 either sample or synth oscillators going on at the same time, and it's got loads of spectral analysis and textures and stuff.
Yeah, one of the tracks we're working on, you put a little Iris synth on top, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
It just
yeah. So that's sitting in one of our tracks now, as is a shit ton of Trash.
I like it. I like it. You sold me on Trash. Ozone Elements and Neutron Elements, I had both of them anyway, through various deals during this COVID stuff. So when I purchased this, I now have 2 serial numbers for Neutron and Ozone. So I've sent them an email asking if they can release my old serial numbers, and maybe we can do a giveaway for Ozone Elements and Neutron Elements. Fingers crossed.
Be nice. We'll get some stuff out to you people.
Well, they do have a serial transfer policy, and
nice.
I don't see why not. I own 2 serial numbers, so I should be able to get one back.
Well,
we'll
we'll iron out the details with that, and we'll run it as a giveaway or something. Especially now we're getting some movement in the Discord and stuff. People coming to the community. Blimey, what else happened?
That was the kitten coming to say hello. She's in the corner now. Good girl.
Is she still on heat?
Yeah, proper.
Ollie's cat is like on heat for like half the year. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Is that normal?
I think it is, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
My cats never gave a fuck.
You probably had him chompy, didn't you? I think you normally do.
Yeah, maybe we did have them spayed.
Probably. Rich just said that they say the Isotope sample libraries are usable in any sampler. So
yeah.
Yeah,
they'll have conditioned the samples.
So just talking about that, if you slide down a bit more, don't scroll, slide. Does it say anything about the samples you get on there as well? Because it's all of the Beat Tweaker samples. I don't know if it does. I don't know. I just wondered if it's anything. So Rich was installing them earlier, and the Black Octopus samples for Beat Tweaker came up by AVG as a virus, so you couldn't install it.
Yeah.
So I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone out there.
I didn't have the same problem. It just all seemed to install fine.
I have not installed it yet. I've installed Break Tweaker, but not all of the expansions. So
I've done the expansions. A couple of them didn't download properly. So
it was through the official Isotope portal, though, isn't it? It's like not dodgy.
Yeah, no, obviously. Anyway, so Neutron Elements is sort of like the sister of Ozone Elements. So Ozone's for mastering, Neutron's for mixing.
Yeah, that's the way I kind of see it. I think.
Yeah. That was Ollie's game on it. Nectar's for vocals. And I believe that's all of it, isn't it? So yeah, just buy this.
Nectar
now.
Nectar has a version of Melodyne in it. I think it literally runs
really?
Melodyne, so you can do full vocal resampling, fixie. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I didn't even know that.
So now we can sing.
I forgot about the ridiculous amount of samples that came with it as well.
Yeah, but now we've got Nectar, we can do our own 6ix9ine mumble rap nightmare fuel.
Fantastic. I can't wait. Right. Right, anyway. This, I love. Do this. 27 secret
Foley.
tricks and tips for Foley sound effects on your film. I've been looking for this for a couple of days, and it's like I wanted to find a particular article that was centered around just stuff you can find around your house to do Foley effects with. So this appears to be the article, so we'll get this linked out. But yeah, it's all about household Foley sounds. Obviously, don't make a fire in your house unless you know what you're doing. Same as don't buy any Venetian blinds unless you've got no taste. And then you've obviously got loads of stuff, the great outdoors. So you've got alternatives to that, like coconuts. I don't know why. I just assumed that there'd be someone lying in this hedgerow trying to like record the horse.
I thought you were going to say with coconuts.
Yeah,
There's someone in the hedgerow.
He's got 2 coconuts
Totally
connected
missed the point.
to a potato clock battery. It's all gone Pete on. What an abstract, like Dali-esque kind of.
Like it.
Oh. So yeah, as coined in Monty Python or made famous in Monty Python, you can make coconuts into horse hooves. This is what I wanted. Bird wing flaps, obviously gloves, or an old-fashioned feather duster.
Yeah.
None of that trap modern feather duster. Human. I don't know why that's the picture for human.
Human.
Cigarette inhale. Just have a ciggy. Using sarin wrap is a slight twist on the fire. What do you do? All right, okay. Oh right, all right.
Oh,
fair
so it
enough.
goes
See,
like.
I'm learning.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Scrunched up magnetic tape. If anyone's got a VHS around and it's not got something important on it, or the person you're getting the VHS off you don't like, then do feel free to stamp all over their magnetic tape.
Just ruin their
It's
day.
your wedding. Sorry, I need to make some grass. Sorry, was that your wedding?
And the other thing is, this is doing it for movies, but we use Foley all the time. That drum video the other day, we got some like crisp packets or something in snares and like water samples as hi hats and all sorts.
Yeah.
So it's like it's great just to collect. It's a
were
really fun day.
Adds a dimension that you can't get anywhere else. It just opens
a
it
bit
up.
of organic. And it's just a fun day. It's a fun day just trying to collect samples, you know, just having a fuck around and seeing what you can do.
What we got? So we got footsteps. So some cornstarch in leather. Cornstarch in leather is also coincidentally the name of my upcoming pornographic film. So cornstarch in leather coming out. Well, just coming out.
Coming out. Is that the subtitle? Cornstarch in leather coming out.
Yeah, man, that's a brilliant one to leave off the end of the sentence. Just flat out coming out. Body hits if you got meat or just leafy raw corn.
I love a bit of leafy raw corn.
That's oddly descriptive, isn't it?
I like the bone breaks.
A baseball mitt if you're from the fascist dictatorship of America, or a leather jacket if you're part of the resistance. So bone breaks. Vegetables, brilliant for bone breaks. Don't waste king crab legs when you can be like breaking celery. What are you doing? You want to eat those and you want them full so you can. Oh, it's tasty. I don't know why you'd put like premium goods in there if you've got like. Well, what? Oh yeah, sorry, I've just got the bok choy lying around. I suppose I have done actually. Anyway,
It
sorry.
depends where you are, what you got.
Head being smashed, and this will be quite interesting actually because there's a video coming up of a melon being smashed. If I can find the right bit of the video.
Nice.
But yeah, if you happen to have a melon handy that that's caused you some kind of like wrong
Grief.
in the past. Yeah, exactly. If you've just been sitting there and you've been having like a Wilson-esque relationship with a melon and it's all gone a bit south, you can always just do it in. So yeah, get a melon. I'm talking about this bit way too much. Car skids, balloon, weapon, just shoot people, whatever. Right, yeah, go have a look at this. It's really good. It's really, don't shoot people. I wouldn't endorse that. What we got next? I wanted you to shout at this just because this video was just called Louder Mixes with Ableton Saturator, and I just thought it was a really horribly named video, even if the content was good.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, it would work.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a statement, but it just seems like that's only part of the part of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, have a look at this. It'll probably be quite interesting.
Extra
yeah.
harmonics, extra high frequency. It's just like
Yeah, it's going to be more about exciting and stuff, isn't it? But I don't want people to read that title and just go and whack the drive up on a saturator on the master channel.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, I mean that will
Hey,
do
monkey.
for most listeners. God, that makes me feel no, I don't have a really bad opinion of listeners. This is another freeware creative effects. I like some of these.
Oh.
Trigger gate. I like that. So it's basically rhythmic gated
Hey,
effects.
Gabriel made it into the chat. He's in here.
Oh, safe. Hello, Gabriel.
He's missed our last few,
right, so
but he's on the other side of the
that's
12-hour
I'm still
clock.
surprised
So.
anyone fucking watches. So yeah, trigger gate is like it's a rhythmic gated effect essentially. Big knob, Ollie.
Big knob.
I'll
What's
just-
this one?
Even I don't know. You can read about it. You love big
knob.
knobs. It's just
Best
this
filter.
isn't it?
It's just about the best filter money can buy, or not in this case.
Oh, I love that. Love that.
So
Right, anyway.
yeah, no, I use auto filter all the time in Ableton, so
yeah.
it might be
well,
nice
maybe
to
you
have
should
another
download
filter.
this
Yeah.
and have a play around
Have
with
something else. Ring mod characteristics, easy control. Only 5 dials to experiment with, so just map them all to macros, chuck LFO
Yeah.
Max for Live on it, and go woohoo!
it. Yeah,
So,
literally.
incoming, I'll
you
do.
you just want larger gooey knobs to just make go woo.
Yeah, I just love it.
We've got an audio phaser. Which I
That
quite
reminds me of Cubase for some reason.
like. Really?
I don't know, it just looks like
It's got an
Cubase.
old school feel. I like I like audio phasers. What's audio ribs? Ribs is a granular sound design plugin with
Oh.
modern and distinctive. Ooh.
Oh yeah, we love a bit of
Ooh.
granular.
Yeah. It's got vocoder and functioning almost as a beat maker, synth, vocoder, and effects plugin all in one. Oh fucking! I might get
I'll give
this.
that one a go. That looks cool.
Yeah.
I do have. I have a Ableton.
How would you say that? Voya?
Voya.
Voya? Is the H silent?
Voya. Yeah, probably. I've got a granulizer which uses sampler or simpler. I can't remember. Sampler probably. To like stretch out your things and do some stuff. It is granular synthesis is great fun. Just like time stretching and warping stuff out.
Yeah.
What's that one that you use? The fucking gnarly stretcher thing.
Oh yeah. Oh well, hang on. Yeah, no, I'll let. I don't know. I'm chased to show the world this. This is something that someone showed me at uni. So big up to whoever showed me this. So like, I don't know if like loads of people might know about it by now, but there's this thing called Paul's Extreme Sound Stretch, and essentially, it's a I think it was described to me as a non-linear time stretcher.
So you won't.
So
it won't be granular in a way, like the way that if you stretch something in Ableton, it totally granulizes it.
You end up with granular artifacts, don't you? The more you stretch it, and sometimes that can be a nice effect. But sometimes, if you're doing sonic art or something, you really want those big, long, spectral like soundscapes, and you can use them a lot in Neuro and stuff as well. So
yeah, we use them just as like a general backdrop, right? It's like your wallpaper up on the back.
Yeah, so this is sick. This is free, or you can donate. It's been around for ages, and it's just a really, really nice program. You just type in the amount of times you want it stretched. It will tell you the length of time the end audio will be, and it just gives you the most beautiful pad sounds. Get this. I'm really glad to talk about this actually, because it's a bit of a heritage thing for me.
So a mixture between that. So if you've got one sample, you put that sample in there, turn it into a 20-minute sample, bring that sample back into Ableton. Now you've got 20 minutes that you can cut and mess around with, and then start granulizing. Go back to the other granulizer we were on. Take your original sample, start granulizing it, and then you've got, there's so much you can do to just have an endless amount of sound out of one start.
So yeah, have a look at this. Rich might be interested in this.
I said, it's a cool one.
I think everyone should be. It's a really cool piece of kit. And yeah, it's free, and it's tiny, the program as well. It's just a little like dial-up works window. So yes, have a look. Thank you very much by Nazca Octavian Paul, or just Paul, I'd assume.
Paul's Extreme Sound Stretch.
Yeah, right. Let's pop back to where I was. So yeah, we'll have a look at this ribs thing. We might we'll do it. I'll do it. I might do a little 5-minute live stream on this once I've worked it out.
Yeah, I wanted to do a live stream on the whole isotope bundle that we bought because there's a bunch of stuff I've
Yeah,
not
we need to
used.
do it.
So
Yeah, we do need to. I need to have a proper look through.
I was going to just do it all live and mess up everything on and learn with everyone else.
I think this will. I reckon this will really, really tickle your biscuits because it's an auto filter with some kind of spectral analyzer on it.
Okay, I can dig.
And those are two things that you really, really like. So I think you should get this.
That looks very similar to Ableton's, to be honest, in like what it is, right?
Yeah, man, but it's just got funky.
Yeah, it's got some colour.
It's funky. We get on down. Right. Anyway. Oh, this looks fun.
Crash. You love a crash.
Nice... I love a crash. A scream, a crash, a drive. Yeah. So this looks like just a nice. I like these really simple graphic user interfaces. A lot of plugins do the same thing, so you just end up talking about the GUI, don't you? If you know how to use them.
pretty much.
But yeah, this is nice. It's got a nice drive, crush, DWISP, if you're a fan of that. And it's got a filter on it as well. So yeah, have a look. I quite like that. That looks like it could be used quite well in conjunction with trash or something.
Yeah, the Ableton's Bit Crusher's fit for purpose, but it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's super
on off,
basic,
really, isn't it? It's just like down sample.
It's nice to see. Yeah, if you like some DWISP. Yeah, so have a look at that. There you go, bigger.
Nice.
Look at all that DWISP you can have.
I don't know what that is. It's digital.
I thought that was the down sample.
Yeah, well, but what is DWISP actually?
I literally just thought the DW was for down and the SP was for sample, and they've just been lazy.
Sample, maybe down.
We'll have to have a look.
Yeah, probably.
Don't know.
Probably.
Oh, it's got a sync. It's got an LFO in it as well, so you can modulate it. Oh, this might be quite nice.
Tritic.
A bit funkier.
Tritic.
Yeah.
Tritic.
All right, so I'll keep this. I might have a I'll keep this one. So this article's been quite good for stuff actually. This is a good stuff article, guys. This is #1 stuff article of the STONXCAST, I think. Obviously, other than the isotope bundle.
Yeah, ribs and the bit crusher and the filter.
Quite
three out of the 6.
Alex Hilton plugins are quite cool. Right. So what we got? Let's go. I'll sort of go from this way now then. Oh yeah, so we are official. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit.
Our sound better profile.
We've just reached the hour mark anyway. We've been blathering on. It never seems to take as long as I think it does.
No, we always like get hour 15 usually because
it's because we just blather, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we have launched ourselves on Sound Better, which is sort of like the LinkedIn of the producer world. So we are now officially freelance.
Is it owned by
production. It's Spotify. It's Spotify run. Yeah, Spotify have basically create. It says done by Spotify for artists. So I don't know if Spotify for artists are like a franchised out or some weird relationship with Spotify.
I don't really know. We got an email about it, so I was like, yeah, well, we'll offer our services out there.
Yeah. So yeah, here's the prices. Here's where you find us.
If you refresh the page, hopefully the terms won't be written gumpy. I changed it so it doesn't look.
Oh yeah. There we
go. It was like,
for some reason... I read it in that voice with the for some reason the text on I'm not blaming anyone. The text on our Sound Better page had started doing that like alternating large letter and small letter thing. So we had all these like quite like meaty prices, and then the end of it just like prices we're throwing it. It's just like, it just looked like we were proper rinsing people. So yeah, apologies for that, but it was quite funny. Right. Anyway, I found 2 more Isotope deals. Isotope are just defecating joy at the moment.
Awesome.
I don't really know how to put together happy metaphors or any kind of saying, so that's the best.
Defecating joy, we can dig.
So I found this. Actually, I want to do a shout out to this. I found a new website. It's called Synth Anatomy.
Cool.
And basically what I did is I thought I wanted to flesh out this little bit for the show, so I just googled like best plugin deals, and these guys have compiled a really good article of all the best shit that's going on at the moment. So have a look at this article. It's only, I think it was from May the 6th. Yeah, So it's not too old, and this is all the stuff that's going on at the moment. All the basically every deal
Oh,
compiled.
wicked. There's
The
so
free
much stuff.
stuff.
It's like easy to miss. There's
Oh
just
my
so
god,
much
I'm
stuff,
gonna
man.
spend so much time on this website later, and I'm gonna try and spend like less than 30 quid. So yeah, two of the things that I found on here that I want to talk about that are big news again, because like we love saving you money, and Isotope is bleeding helping us do it at the moment. So Isotope have dropped this down for
Tenner.
it is $10, and yeah, it's 90% off. So this is their Phoenix Verb, Isotope's Phoenix Verb, and it's a really, really nice. I need a decent reverb. I'm sick of using Ableton's one. I actually don't think Ableton's one is bad at all.
I'm
just
used to
bored of
it.
using it.
I'm
Yeah.
used to it, but I don't
It
really
does
use much
everything you
reverb,
need.
to be honest. I use reverb
Yeah,
as
I
an
know
effect.
you're so much cleaner than me.
I used to wash all my songs in reverb, and now I just like a tiny bit, apart from effects at the end of things.
I'm slowly but surely. Yeah, I'm slowly but surely. I'm definitely using it more as just like a slight augmentation than like actually altering the sound.
No, I
these
just
days.
like things to be really harsh and in your face and obnoxious. That's
Yeah.
my style. So
But you've got realistic stereo, reverb algorithm, dimension and frequency shaping, high and low pass filters, obviously. Output controls for attack, early reflections and tails, and it comes with shit tons of presets like all Isotope stuff as well.
Isotope.
Isotope.
I like Isotope.
It's nearly time for my nap, mate. I have been grinding the tunes so hard for like the last week that I've actually lost the power to speak sometimes.
You've literally made me so backed up. Like I literally can't.
Yeah, I'm just
doing. Cats destroying things.
I love these podcasts. It's just like the cat's just chewing up the scenery.
Oh, bless her.
This I'm excited about, because this sounds like it might be another secret like Trash Boy. This is Excalibur. It's a multi-effects plugin, and it looks like it does shit tons. So have a look at this. This is also a tenner. I'm probably going to buy both of these later because...
Chorus, flanger, phaser, ring mod, distortion, res filter, glide, reverb, 4 resonator types, multi-effects plugin that inspired the great hardware units of old. So basically, that looks like it will neuro the fuck out of whatever you want.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a neuro machine, isn't it?
It's just everything is, because as soon as you turn it up to 11, it's neuro. So anything's a neuro machine.
If I push this further than it's actually meant to go sonically, then it will become neuro.
Yeah, I can dig it. Love a bit of ring mod and.
Right, I think I'm almost out of normal things. So let's have a quick look through the standard.
Now, if anyone's made it this far, now they get to see. I can see Martin Shkreli, Dolly Parton.
That's all. I'm not going to bore you too long with it, though. Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm playing this at the end because I thought you'd really like this tune. It's called "I Am the Anti-Pope."
Okay.
And the second line is one of the lines is like Smash. What is it? I can't remember. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, look at this man. Look at the worst man ever. Now, Ollie, why don't you explain exactly why we might know Martin Shkreli?
Well,
Shkreli,
farmer boy.
farmer bro.
Big farmer bro. So I've for the last 3 weeks, every single morning, I'm when I'm looking up all the news, there's something about Martin Shkreli that I put in my list of stuff to talk about in the podcast. And when it comes to me actually sorting everything out before we're going live, I just close it every time. I'm I just can't deal with talking about Shkreli. But so yeah, basically Shkreli's been Shkreliing amongst the COVID nightmare. He's just trying to get out of prison, really, because
yeah,
look at him.
So he can just continue to be an arsehole to people. Have you mentioned exactly what his original thing was?
No.
So he tried to hike the price up. Was it an HIV drug?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. And he was just playing turbo market capitalist with it and tried to hike up the price and caused
by
it
hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah, and he caused it to be inaccessible to a lot of people. He's an evil grifting bastard, essentially.
So he's
just one of life's barnacles.
He's been trying to get out of prison, saying things like, "Oh, I've got the cure for COVID, so if you just let me out, then what? You'll give it to people for free?" No. So yeah, I don't really want to talk about Skrelly without just going. Ree!
But yeah, essentially, well, I'll talk about him a little bit. So it's all right. Well, no, it's fine. It's fine to talk about him because he's been denied early release from prison. Because no, Martin Skrelly, you're not allowed to hike up the price of pharmaceuticals in the US in a country where you already don't have a decent healthcare. Look at his face. Look how little he cares. You met kids like that in school, didn't you? You literally met kids like that in school. So yeah, he's been denied early release, and he can continue to rot in there because he's just a waste of time person. So sorry, Martin, you tried to. It's really funny as well because all your fellow grifters who are on the outside who haven't got caught yet, they're all getting right on the coronavirus game. They're getting there's all sorts, man.
They're
like we were
making
talking
them
about the church.
snake oil.
We were talking about the Church of Bleach the other day. That's they've jumped on the coronavirus thing. They love it, mate.
Yeah, man. Everyone's out of the woodwork with their snake
You
oils
wanna get-
now.
You got coronavirus in your lungs. You want to get the bleach in your butt.
Right in your lungs.
Yeah, because it's 2020. And to end on my bit on a positive note, I like to talk about this lady because I like Dolly Parton. That's not Dolly Parton. That's like
Dolly
Jay
Parton.
from James Silent. Jesus Christ. Jesus, the times have been hard. She looked really good when I last saw her. Dolly Parton's lovely. Dolly Parton is from Tennessee. And she's got a foundation. I've just got a lot of time because a lot of people who reach her level of fame just become like non-people. And it's kind of funny because she's always been a bit of a apart from humanity kind of person, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's actually very humanist and she's got a lot of philanthropic efforts. So she is the first country artist ever to be named Musicare's Person of the Year. So basically, she has done so much charitable work that they have given her what's essentially the highest prize you can get for that. But it's all the work she's done in literacy and stuff. She's got a foundation that will ship books, I think, to kids anywhere in the world for free. Like, it's just that all they have to do is write to Dolly Parton and she will facilitate getting learning books to wherever they are. This dude's still in the show. That's exactly what happens with my beard if I try and grow it, and that's why I don't.
You just got to leave it for longer.
Yeah,
and then eventually.
no, I can't go through the transition. But yeah, she's done stuff like donated $1 million to children's hospitals. I just want to give a big shout out to Dolly Parton because she's brilliant. She's only tiny, and I don't think she's part of the New World Order. Actually,
No,
I think she might be aside from it. She might be like a Gandalf. When eventually this war comes,
Gandalf.
she might be like a Gandalf-style character who's like aware of the powers of those level of elites, but is always fought for good.
Yeah,
or at least that will be in my alternate history book, which I am releasing, ironically, still called Cornstarch in Leather.
Cornstarch in Leather. Bam.
But with more war. So yeah, there you go. She's got a great taste in those kind of clothes.
Yeah, man.
So,
can't go wrong with some Dolly.
But yeah, basically what I want you to do. Bloody hell, that's not Dolly Parton either.
Wait.
Fucking hell. Wait, I worked it out as well. You know, I said Ableton was really slidey.
Yeah, it was your mouse.
My new mouse has got like a bearing. It's like on a bearing, the scroll wheel.
Right.
So it just keeps going, and that's why that's been happening. I'm just an idiot.
Fair. Got to get used to new equipment. That's one of the tough things. Any equipment, when you change it, you've got to get used to it.
Oh, look at you making it a learning experience for everyone. And I'll just quickly share the computer sound.
Goal.
I wanted to play this to Ollie, so hopefully I'll double check it because sometimes this doesn't take. Sometimes it does say it's sharing the computer sound. So never start things on full volume. Huh?
I said now it's not because you muted it.
There we go. Right. I just thought we'd have a listen to this. No real explanation or intro.
Perfect.
The conclave entered into the room. Inside of it they sat, these cardinals of doom. Their votes was unanimous. The horror instantaneous.
Instantaneous!
Chimney not white, but red. They say it was the day that God bled. Nuns wept, holy men cursed, as they looked up onto the balcony and saw Beelzebub, the first. I am the antipope. I am the antipope. Like a lion kills an antelope. Like a hammer hits a cantaloupe. I am the antipope. 2,000 2,000 years ago, Jesus said to his traveling show.
So who the hell is Slad guy
I'm not
for
going to give
Ladley?
you. I'm not going to give you the rest of that.
Go find it
I'm
yourself.
gonna make-
That
you've
was
gotta go
quite
find-
the something.
So I've no idea, but my girlfriend's from Hungary, and occasionally she'll just be like,
Oh,
she'll
have this.
she'll dredge up something like from her like teenagedom, from like and it's obviously looks like the exact like Hungarian or Eastern European. Sorry if I've got that wrong. Version of the Mighty Boosh.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Mighty Boosh is what I thought straight away.
It's
Mighty
like,
Boosh.
But I like theirs better instantly. So yeah, go and have a listen.
As well.
Oh yeah. So yeah, go and have a listen to this. Vladklo.
And after that, I'm listening to Electronique Supersonique.
Oh yeah, standard. Yeah, you can go on a right dive on this. But yes, I am the antipope, like hammer hit cantaloupe or whatever that was. So I just wanted to.
Qualité.
Well, I might just. Should we play them a little bit? Should we play them the rest of this to play them out? Oh, we'll make him watch it.
Go find it if you want it. Yeah, no, look, we've got 1 minute until magic time, so.
Okay. Got anything you want to add, or should we round up?
No, I think we did pretty good. We got a bit of this, we got a bit of that. We had no deaths
Well,
this
just
week.
congratulate
which is
ourselves
always
at the end of it. Yeah, we didn't have any STONXCAST or podcast or live stream ending technical difficulties, which was nice.
Yep, hopefully we're both
Um,
wearing headphones and the audio should be okay this time for the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time.
you might actually have no echo for once. So obviously I always do a roundup at the end of this. We are still, well, yeah, we're stacked with tunes. We've got 4 releases stacked,
Oh, did we actually,
so-
did we talk about the gatekeeping thing properly?
Oh, no.
Let's just round up with that. So yeah, we got a bunch of tunes in the works, and
Yeah,
we're
go
trying
on.
to rally
Go on.
up. We're trying to rally up our Discord. So we've been in the Ableton user groups on Facebook, trying to help out people, answering your questions and stuff.
Yeah, well, simultaneously winding people up.
Well,
You've got
trying
to
not
do it.
to, but there's a ton of people on there that we will call the gatekeepers, and they're the ones that spend valuable time answering questions with answers such as "Read the fucking manual," or
Google it.
not just that though. Rich has had some that's even worse. It's like you say, "Here's a really good microphone for anyone getting into it," and the comment will be, "Yeah, but I have a Neumann, so I don't need it." It's like, well, why don't you
Yeah.
just go fucking use your Neumann, get off Facebook,
Yeah.
because we're trying to help people who are trying to start off
Yeah.
in their musical journey.
Someone else like Neumann's.
So, yeah, enough said.
I
So
don't.
we've got in our Discord, chat.stonx.co.uk, we've got a new channel which is Gates Open. So for any of your, I don't want to use the word stupid, I don't want to say any of your stupid questions, because they're not, they're legitimate questions. Any question you have, I think is not a waste of time, because you've started your journey. You know, you're coming. If you've got the bollocks to ask for some help, I think you should be treated with some
you
respect.
shouldn't get bitten for it, should you? You should get damn respect for just asking the question.
That's it.
We've talked about this a little bit because I mentioned how much it used to hold me back and how much these people wind me up.
Yeah, but we've kind
yeah.
of declared war on them this week. Opened a new channel in our Discord, and we're just trying to help as many people as we can.
Yeah, so get over to chat.stonx.co.uk. That's chat.stonx.co.uk. I've got that right twice
Boom. We
without
like it.
any practice, because I've never practiced anything in my life.
Sick.
Um,
Yeah, so
yeah.
thanks for tuning in, guys. Episode 7 of STONXCAST. We've
Yeah,
now
man.
kind of
nice chill one.
solidified our schedule, so we're I need to update it on Twitch. I'll do that now after the show. Wednesdays and Fridays we are streaming production. No set times yet, because we're trying to figure out what's best for different time zones and stuff. But Wednesdays and Fridays we stream production. Sundays we do this STONXCAST, and hopefully you can learn something with us. Join us, have some fun, chill out. What else?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Cool. Check us out. You can find us on the Facebook and the Instagram and the Twitter at music_stonks_stonks music, all that jazz. So take a look around for us. We want to get all the socials up. We're nearly on 100 on all the socials, and that started rising again naturally without us pushing it, which is quite nice. So get us to 100, and yeah, we're sort of ready to sort of like go on to the next step of it and start getting out and about in the virtual world.
Yeah, like I say, we're on these groups trying to help people out.
Yeah.
Ask questions on there. If you're
So hit us up.
if you're getting shit in those groups, Ableton groups, come over to our Discord and we're happy to help you
Yeah,
guys
hit
out.
us up. Tell me where they live. When we'll just go beat them up.
We'll go
when
get them once the quarantine's
down.
over.
Yeah, exactly. We'll
Nice.
we'll don the plague doctor masks and we'll just go sort them
Go
out.
get
It'll be
'em.
fine.
Right,
we won't
let's-
actually do that. I don't know if I'm working out what you can say on these things or not.
At the moment, we can say what we want.
It's alright. Like, it's not like I'm hard or something. Like, just look at me. Like...
Soft as beans. All right, let's wrap this
Yeah,
one
man.
up. Nice one, everybody. We'll catch up with you
Yeah.
on Wednesday, Friday, or maybe
Yeah.
next week on Sunday. Thanks for tuning
Yeah,
in.
it's
This has
been,
Stonx
a
Music.
pleasure to be your hosts.
We'll catch
And,
up with you
yeah,
later.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
All right, have a good one. Bye.